Hi guys, it's this morning in the garden we're going to get up and get active. Let's start by doing a little bit of stretching. So we're going to stretch up, up, up towards the sunflowers and then down towards the carrot roots, and we're going to touch our toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then back up towards the sunflowers like we're reaching towards the sun. And then back towards our toes. We're going to dig in like we're reaching towards the carrot roots. We'll do that like 5 times, okay? And then next we're going to get a little warmed up. So we'll do some jumping jacks, but garden style. So each time you do a jumping jack, you want to name your favorite vegetables. It's kind of tricky. I want to hear you yelling them, okay? Beets, carrots, kale, peas, beans. So you'll do like 15 of those, as many as you can, okay? Get a little warmed up. Next we're going to do seed blast-offs. So we're going to get really, really low, crouch down like you're a seed. Like you're all in the soil, tucked in, just waiting to be watered. And then you get watered, and you're coming up, you're sprouting, and you blast off. We're going to do it again. Really, really crouch down. Tiny, tiny, tiny seed. You get watered. You're sprouting. Blast off! We'll do like 5 of those, okay? And then we're going to get a water break. So I have my water bottle. Get a water break. And then for our cool down, we're going to take a walk around our neighborhood. And my neighborhood today is the garden. So I'll just show you our sunflowers for today. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day.
What are you picking there?
I'm picking strawberries for a snack later. For snack today, we're going to make sweet and savory bug on a leaf. So we'll need crackers, strawberries that we just picked, greens, I have some spinach here, hummus, peanut butter, and tomatoes. And cherry tomatoes look the best. So we're going to start with crackers. And for my savory, we're going to use the hummus. So we're just going to spread a little bit of hummus on my cracker, like this. And then I'm going to put my leaf down, like that. I'm going to do a little bit more hummus. And I'm going to put my bug on, like that. Okay, and for your sweet bug on a leaf, have your same cracker, and you're going to put some peanut butter, and then strawberry right on there, just like a bug. 2 bugs on 2 leaves.
Should eat it.
Gotta do 1 bite though.
Hi, I'm Farmer Cosette. This week we're talking about milkweed and the Three Sisters companion planting practice. I would like to read to you today the Haudenosaunee legend, The Three Sisters. Very long ago, there were 3 sisters who lived in a field. The youngest was so small she could not yet walk. She crawled along the ground dressed in green. The middle sister wore a bright yellow dress and darted back and forth across the field. The eldest sister stood tall and straight, and her body bent with the wind. She had long yellow hair and wore a green shawl. The 3 sisters loved one another very much and could not imagine living without the others. One day, a little Indian boy came to the field. He was very handsome and knew the ways of the land. He could talk with the birds and the animals and was straight and fearless. The three sisters were very interested in this boy as they watched him use his stone knife to carve a bowl or hunt with his bow and arrow. Late in the summer, the boy had his first visit to the field. The youngest of the three sisters disappeared. She was the one who could only creep along the ground. She could not even stand unless there was a stick she could cling to. But she was gone, and the other two sisters mourned her until the fall. The Indian boy returned to the field to gather reeds that grew at the edge of a small stream. He used the reeds to make arrow shafts. The two remaining sisters again watched him, fascinated. That night, the second sister disappeared, the one who always wandered hither and yon. Now there was only one sister left, the tall and straight sister. She did not bow her head in sorrow, though she mourned deeply and thought she could not live in the field alone without her sisters. As the days grew shorter and colder, her green shawl began to lose its color, and her yellow hair became dry and tangled. Night and day she sighed for her sisters, but her voice was low like the wind, and no one heard her. One day in the harvest season, the little Indian boy heard the third sister crying, and he felt sorry for her. He took her in his arms and carried her to his home, and there a delightful surprise awaited her. Her sisters were in the lodge, safe and very glad to be reunited. They explained that they had been curious about the little Indian boy and had followed him home, and they had decided to stay because winter was coming and his home was warm and comfortable. The sisters also were making themselves useful to the boy and his family. The youngest, now all grown up, kept the dinner pot full, while the second sister, still in her yellow dress, dried herself on the shelf so she could fill the dinner pot later in the winter. The eldest sister was so pleased to be with her sisters again and so impressed with the help they gave that boy that she too began drying herself so the family would have her meal to use as winter went on. And from that day to this, the three sisters were never separated again. Thank you.